So I think this should be a pretty competitive game as these gates go down.
Yep, and in this opener, I'm looking to see the mage actually pump out some early CC on the melee, and as you can see right there, he is putting a sheep onto the BM monk on the other team, and this allows him to get some free casts off with having a polymorph on that BM. But here the BM is actually going to trigger that, and they're looking to go offensive on the enemy priest, and so that BM right now is pumping out some damage, but right now I really want to see that warrior connecting, and right now the warrior did drop a bit low, he did get shielded, and I think he might have AGM there, I can't really tell. But
yeah, it looks like that was an AGM.
And they turn a little bit of pressure onto Licks, and that's what's so scary about this BM Warrior team is they can do a lot of burst damage up front with that Mortal Strike, with that Keg Smash. And if they connect on the target, it can be really scary damage, and that can be very difficult to heal through, especially if multiple targets get hit by that Keg Smash. But right now,
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say right now, as Korzak just taking so much damage from Cyberbully, just pumping out those Arcane Blasts, those Sheeps are just coming out as well, just spamming those, making that fight just into a 3v2. And Cyberbully choosing to go with much more of an aggressive play rather than the conservative play that we've seen from some of the mages in these other games, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, it's a Night Elf, actually. So
yeah, he's
not seeing any of those double silences coming out.
Yeah, the Alliance definitely has significantly worse ratios for Arena, but Shadow Meld can come in handy. Cyberbully was using it before to avoid dying. And here we see some early sheeps on the Korzak. Once again, this mage is trying to prevent as much DPS on his team and trying to just prevent the enemy melee from connecting to targets. And right now they are choosing to go on the priest. Right now the priest is in a very vulnerable position, being very close to both melee. And Korzak's able to get a charge, and both melee are connecting right now. So this is very scary for Soulballer.
Yeah, and a great job by, wow, actually, just as we were saying that, we're going to have Soulballer just going down, just eating that damage that we were just talking about. Cyberbully actually going down as well, so it's not going to be any sort of redemption or any chance of redemption coming in from Beantown Bullies. Be a little bit more cognizant of what's happening around him and the kind of comp that he's actually fighting.
Yeah, and going to this third and final game, we have Cyberbully once again putting an early sheep on the Korzak. Once again, I'm not so sure if I agree with that, and he actually puts a Frost Nova, breaking his own poly. So right now, the Warrior is on DR of both Polymorph and Frost Nova, so kind of a questionable decision by Cyberbully there, but let's see if they can turn it around and get some pressure going.
Yep, and another thing I see here also, Soulballer putting a shield onto Cyberbully pretty early on, not necessarily when he was taking a lot of damage. Cyberbully also blowing a blink right now to get some additional CC. It's going to get broken immediately, so I'm not sure if I agree with that blink either right off the bat. He is susceptible to a switch right now, but it looks like Soulballer is just getting pumped with damage as the sheep DRs are getting up. Dime Brew getting hit with a second sheep. Probably one more coming in if that's the last one. Korzak, I believe, is completely on the sheep DR still. So Cyberbully now taking a lot of damage as well, just sitting there trying to cast as much as he can, eating some of those Rentics. He does have that 4-stack up, so we could see a little bit of burst coming in. But Soulballer just taking so much damage. He uses Spectral Guise, that Shadow Meld coming in as well, penetrating himself, but Lix is going to go down. Just too much pressure coming into Soulballer, not able to keep himself up as well as his teammates. That pressure coming in from that Warrior Rend and those Keg Smash is just too much when those defensive cooldowns are used so early in the game.